Alright, fellas. Unfortunately, today I have to use my crappy webcam. This is like the cheapest laptop you can buy at Walmart, so I bought that. My mic is going to have a hiss to it, but the only reason I'm doing this as opposed to my iPhone is because I need to record my screen. Like, I have my little window in the corner and then my screen. So I'm going to do a complete overview of this past 40 days, and there is good news is that I swear the withdrawal is over. It's over. I'm starting to feel normal again. Um Still I still have some bad days, but what I want to do is I kind of want to like take a little trip down memory road and go through all of these videos. And sort of I want to watch them so I can remember how I felt at that time. So if you check my videos here, uh, let's see, day 0, 1, 2, 3. So I pretty much made a video just about every day, day 5, 6, 7. Um, I'm gonna kind of click through these and see exactly how I felt and explain how it went for me. So let's go ahead and start at day 1. And I still have the beard.
In yesterday's video, I said that since I'm withdrawing from Gabs and Kratom, that I'm probably not going to sleep for a while. Well,
yeah, that was true. I did not sleep. The first 2 weeks, I swear, I was getting like literally 3 hours a night, sometimes less.
today I remembered that this girl I know sells Lunestas.
Oh God,
It's just
Lanesta.
sort of
All right, so right at the beginning, I said I'm not going to be sleeping for a while, so I knew a girl who had these things called Lunesta, which I'd never taken before, but I knew it was kind of like Ambien. So I got like 8 of them, and they kind of put me in like a hypnotic daze. I think they're a hypnotic pill. And I just remember I kept putting 2 under my tongue because I have addict behavior still. I still have addict behavior. And I had to take a bunch of them and I barely slept. I did not like it that much.
like Ambien. I've never taken it, Lunesta, and to be honest, I was kind of excited to take a new drug today, even though I'm trying to get sober. But Lunesta is apparently a lot like Ambien, so I was like, okay, I'll drive up, I'll buy a few of them, just so I can get some sleep, and because I'm not going to lie, I can't lie to you on this channel, I really am excited to see what this stuff does, because back in the day, I used to abuse Ambien, and I would trip
blah,
on
blah,
it pretty
blah.
hard.
Let's see.
I'm going to shit myself on this run, I'm not going to make it. And I shat, and that's another weird thing I remember about Ambien, too, is, like, you're not going to sleep by taking over-the-counter Bennis shitty drill. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to be chain smoking in this video.
Yeah, I smoked a lot at the beginning. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to get a lot of information out of that video, so let's move on. Let's move on to like day 3. Let's see where I was at here.
Of day 3, and it hurts. It
Yes.
hurts a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I got kind of cocky in the past 2 days. I think in my last video I said.
Okay, so on day 3, I remember my body really hurt, and I would basically just lay down like this, and my back would hurt, and I was twisting around a lot. I don't think the restless legs kicked in until like day 5, but I just remember the first 5 days I felt really weak, and my body really hurt. So
I don't think I'm having physical symptoms. But I woke up today, which is good.
yes, and another thing was I got cocky and I thought I wasn't, maybe I wouldn't have any symptoms because I didn't feel like I was taking it every day, but I was taking a lot. I would basically get a 100-gram bag and I would go through it in a day and a half. So that's a lot. And what is it? It's October now? I think in 2022, the first few months of 2022, I was doing it twice a week maybe. And it somehow the devil tricked me into taking it every 3 days and then every 2 days. So I got cocky thinking I wasn't going to have any physical, but on day 3 I realized, oh yeah, here comes that physical.
Because I slept. and
And I
my
did
mind is
sleep.
blanking out so bad. It feels like my arms and torso are just radiating pain and weakness.
Yes.
Like it hurts. Somehow it hurts to lay down, which is I've never had that. Well, I've had it before because I'm always in withdrawal. But like I keep thinking, like my dog just lays on his back all day. I feel like my dog. I'll just lay there with my hands up like a dog, and it just hurts to even just lay down. And I'm drinking skullcap tea, which doesn't do anything. It just makes me think I'm drinking something that's nature's benzo. No, it's
So I have these herbs called skullcap and oats raw, and people call it nature's benzo. So I was drinking that a lot, and maybe it did something to me mentally. But I remember during the beginning, I didn't have leg pain, but I had arm pain. Like my arms were clucking like a chicken. It really seriously hurt. And I think I was still sleeping on day 3, so expect sleep at the beginning.
not. It's not. No. Everything you can buy on Amazon, besides maybe Kava, that promotes getting like relaxation.
Okay, Kava. Let's talk about Kava. So Kava, I was drinking on day 3 to like day 6, and it really didn't do all that much. But it kind of like puts you in a relaxed state for like 15 minutes. But for me, that was a godsend at the beginning. Like I liked the ritual of kneading the kava and making the kava tea. I don't think kava is illegal in some countries. Like I don't know why. It barely does anything. It didn't help that much, and also I think it dehydrated me. So you got to be careful because a lot of the stuff I did during this withdrawal process dehydrated me, like vitamin C, kava, probably taking sleeping pills. And I noticed that if I drank a lot of water, I would feel better. So
It's probably just like dirt from India put into a capsule, and they're like, "Fuck it, we'll just sell it to these American idiots." Okay.
yeah, that's another thing. I was laughing like a demon a lot at the beginning. I was in so much pain and misery that I would just laugh.
So it sucks. It hurts, and my brain feels like a slot machine, and it just keeps getting pulled, and the spinning happens, and when the spinning stops, it's just me thinking what I can get, whether it's over the counter.
Oh man, this was really hard. I think on day 4 I made a video called "I'm so close to relapsing it's not even funny," and it really did feel like that. But the thing about quitting Kratom is Kratom isn't worth relapsing on because it's not that good. Like seriously, like in my mind I'd be like, yeah, I would feel better if I took it, but I had no motivation to relapse on Kratom. But it felt like a slot machine. Every 15 minutes I was like, well, maybe I can get some benzos. Maybe I can get some gabs. Maybe I can get this. Maybe I should drink. And I did drink. I drank, which was a dumb idea.
Or hitting somebody up, but for some reason my brain isn't caving this time, and I seriously think it's because I'm making these videos, and I have to make it 7 days no matter what. But I got cocky, and I thought I wasn't gonna have acutes. I am having acutes. I don't want to do
forward, sorry.
the way he describes sickness, dope sickness. Is feed him 3 times a day.
Okay.
And he would
I think I just ranted for the rest of that video, so let's move on. Where am I at? Yeah, this was a very hard day.
This is getting hard. Yesterday, for the past couple days, if you've been watching these videos, I've kind of gone back and forth between this cocky, oh, I'm not having physical symptoms, I'm not having acutes, to, oh, maybe I am starting to have them. Well, last night, my real, true, gritty, honest withdrawal made itself known and said, oh, you want to get cocky? Okay, here you go. That 2 on the scale of rating pain, that 2 that you've been feeling,
Went up to a 7.
bump it up to a 7.
Yep.
My arms are just pain. It just hurts, like the muscles. I actually had to get one of those electric massagers.
You can hear chickens in the background because I have a bunch of chickens.
Masturbate with, let's be honest. And I had to put it on my arms and legs for a while.
Okay.
Until I fell asleep.
So, my arms and legs hurt so bad at this point that I had to use one of those roller massages on my legs and my body. And I think it was, on day 4 I really stopped sleeping. And the physical pain was really bad. And I really think I almost relapsed on this day.
For like 3 hours. And then I had to wake up to piss. So I woke up and I pissed. And I felt that, like, you know when you wake up and you have like 20 minutes where your brain is still half in sleep mode? Thankfully, I've been having that. Usually when you quit stuff, you have none of that. Like, you wake up, you're awake now. You're awake.
All right, so let's talk about this. Sleeping. I think on this night, since I was drinking so much kava, I woke up and I had to piss. And as I was pissing, I started to wake up and I didn't get back to sleep. And I remember it was at this point I was like, come on, dude, just sleep. I want 8 hours of sleep. That's all you want to do. Because 1, you want to feel replenished. 2, you want to pass time. Sleeping is like a time machine. And when you're withdrawing, you ain't getting none. So, but here's the worst part is, when you're sober or you're using, you kind of sleep for 8 hours and you wake up and you slowly wake up. Like, you're still groggy. But when you quit any opiate or kratom, you have to, when you wake up, you're just wide awake. You're just, oh, here it comes again. God, this was hard to do. I can't believe I'm watching these videos. Like, I can't believe I did this.
I woke up and I had to piss. So I started pissing and I was like, oh, I could get back to sleep. And then it started slowly fading away. And I was like, all right, I'll be up for a while. And I sat there and I just, like, flopped out. Just couldn't even really move. And I was just like, God, this arm pain is bad. And usually when your body starts screaming at you in a way like that, that's basically your mind saying...
Last-ditch effort.
Or the devil saying, all right, let's kick him into overdrive. Let's, like, make him relapse. And I'll tell you what, I hit, like, a thing last night where I said, all right, tomorrow will be the day. I will relapse tomorrow.
Yep, I remember this.
You know, you slowly kind of, like, talk yourself into it until you make a firm decision. And my brain was like, okay, well, reasons to and reasons not to. And I always give this analogy. So say
Sorry, is this
you're on your
boring?
last day of
I'm just
using.
watching my own video.
You're confident, you're high. You can write down 20 reasons you want to be sober. Sick of spending money. I'm sick of wasting time. I'm sick of disappointing myself and my family, blah, blah, blah. All that.
All right, anyways, listen, I don't want this whole video to be me watching myself. So I remember on this, I think it was Sunday night, September 5th, and I watched House of the Dragon, and it was like, no, I don't know, did I? Because the store closed at 10, and I remember I typed in the smoke shop in my area, and it closed in 15 minutes, and I was like, maybe I'll drive there. And I was like, you know what? No. And I just said, I just kept telling myself, I'll relapse tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the day. And seriously, that's one of the only things that got me through it. That, and I said the Jesus prayer a lot. Lord Jesus Christ, Son of God, have mercy on me, a sinner.
Shit. And then by day 3 of doing nothing, you start slowly, that list starts diminishing until you're at day 4 or 5. And then you have nothing. It's like you have one thing left, and you're like, all right, fucking get off the list. And then it's just nihilism. And then you relapse. That's what happens. Every time, that's what happens.
All right, screw it.
So
let's move on to day 5. Did I record a day 5? Okay, so day 5 is when I drank.
So I don't know how to live, and I'm in withdrawal.
I was drunk in this video.
But I can tell he's, like, nervous about something. I'm like, I don't know, why are you even talking to me? And then I'm gonna hit a bridge. It's probably gonna knock me of this day that led me to gain a beer. So I woke up, my camera shakes because I hit the thing. I woke up at like 3 in the morning to, like, I swear to God, Gregorian chant sounds are in my head every morning now. I wake up and I'm like in this lost.
This was another thing. Is when you wake up, you're in such a dark, gritty mood that I would wake up and hear like, oh, like the Halo theme. Oh, and I would be like, oh. And the only thing that got me through it was, I gotta make this video series. I gotta do it. And at this point, I don't think people were watching. I think I only had like 5 subscribers at this point. And then my channel just kind of blew up like overnight. And then I started having people watching. And let me just say this. I do read the comments, but I'll read them all at once. So I'm eventually going to respond to them. Maybe I should respond to some of them, like now. The last thing I would ever want is to get into a fight while in kratom withdrawals. Every joint and bone already aching. Yes, that's true. I couldn't imagine physically exerting myself. Well, that's the thing, is I was going to the gym every other day. 'Cause my dad would call me up and we would go. And every time I went, I was like, oh my god, dude, I couldn't even bench. I couldn't do anything. So I'd have to force myself. Ugh. And I think I lost a ton of muscle during this time, too. I don't know what any of these comments mean. I don't get it. Oh, day 5 anger. Okay. Let's move on. Maybe I'll just respond to comments for the rest of this video, because I'm realizing now that this is kind of a bad idea to watch all my videos. So I'll just respond to comments.
Now my muscles super hurt. And like, hey, filming in this car because my camera falls over. I'm going to the dollar store right now to try
vitamin C powder. Alright, so I went, you know this story already. I went to the dollar store and I got vitamin C powder, but I got the emergency packs, which have a ton of other chemicals in them, and I got really sick because I drank 4 of them. But here's the thing. I eventually got vitamin C ascorbic acid powder in the mail, but it was day 15, and I swear it helped. Like, my physical stuff went away, but I still felt mental withdrawal, you know? Thank you so much for this video. I hope you're successful. You made me laugh so many times. I wish you were my friend. I am your friend. I am all of your guys' friend. And I know I feel like such a bastard because I barely respond to comments, but I do read them. I just upload and then I just forget about it for a couple of days. I'm quitting as we speak. I've been on kratom powder for 3 years now. I just tried stopping cold turkey, but after 30 hours, I guess I had to grab a bag because I couldn't sleep. Here's the thing, is sleep is it's so hard to not sleep. It's one of those things like you don't realize what it is until you don't have it. And I eventually had to tell myself, screw sleep. I don't need it. It's overrated. And I got 2 hours of sleep for the longest time. I'm watching your videos in reverse order. It's funny. It still helps. Thanks, brother. I'm going to love this comment. Keep fighting the good fight. Praying for you. So some of these comments are like a couple days old. So here's the thing: people are gonna watch this in the future. People in 2023, people might quit kratom and watch these videos. So that makes me happy. What's your take on the 12-step? I actually just went to a meeting last night. I love the 12-step program. It's hard to quit kratom, man. I'm starting this week. I don't know whether to cold turkey or wean myself off. Here's my opinion on that. Don't taper. Like, I read a comment once where somebody was like, they said, I've quit cold turkey on 100 grams a day, and I've tapered myself down to like 1 gram a day, and the withdrawal was just as bad. And I was like, ooh, that's like a harsh reality. Like, that probably won't deter people from quitting. But here's the thing, is I quit in 2017, and I was only taking half a teaspoon, like 4 or 5 times a day, and it was still bad. So I recommend just rip off the Band-Aid, man. Benzos are the worst. Jordan Peterson quit them. Yep, that's why I'll never get addicted to benzos. Okay, let's see. Let's move on. I think I'm just going to read comments for the rest of this.
Now, if you have watched this from the beginning, I said I'm going to make it 7 days no matter what, and I'm not going to lie, I am so freaking proud.
I was proud.
But I slept for about 3 hours.
Look how
the whole time.
God, I look like a homeless man.
You kind of feel like you're half awake, where you're sleeping and you're dreaming terrible, repetitive stuff.
Yep.
But you can still feel your body. You're thinking the whole time. You're like, I think I've been lying on my back for too long. Like, you're supposed to.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. So when you fall asleep in withdrawal, your body is in pain. You can still feel that body pain while you're sleeping. And I think it leads to bad dreams. I would just have really disgusting dreams. Like, I always have this dream where a dog, like a wet dog mouth, is biting at my leg. I have really repetitive dreams where like I'm really stressed out and I have to keep doing something on repeat. So don't expect any good dreams, man. Katie Bashore, so proud of you. You got this. Great work, dude. Pulling for you to keep making these videos. So here's the thing is, now that I'm on like day 40-ish, I don't see a point in making videos every day, but I still will make them every couple of days, you know? Like, I haven't uploaded this week that much, mainly because I was like, well, Brandon, I was like, quit doing it for the camera and slow down and start doing it for yourself. Like today I went to my first Divine Liturgy. Last night I went to a real physical meeting. Okay, here. Let me just say that I have tapered, and it made the experience 10 times easier to handle. I've been taking 10 grams 4 times a day for 1 year, and I couldn't order any more Kratom, so that's why I tapered for 9 days. I cut down to 4 grams from the start, and I had some pretty noticeable withdrawals. I felt lethargic, tired, no energy, restless leg, loose stools. It was pretty bad. So this guy tapered and apparently had a pretty good time. I don't know what you should... I would say rip the Band-Aid off, but then again, I didn't work. I'm not working right now, which made it, I guess, easier. Do another day, bro. I love this series. Thank you, McCartney Borgans. I keep seeing your comments. I love your comments, man. So thank you. If you're a guy, I don't know. I'm going to have to use my 1 week paid vacation to quit, but when I do, I already plan on doing a 20-minute ice bath every day. Yes. There were a couple times during this where I would take a cold shower, like I would jump into a cold shower. It was really brutal. It was very hard to do. But it kind of is a high in itself. It would give you a rush and you would feel like a beast afterwards. Jack LeGrau, I'm glad I found you. You tickle me. Thank you so much, Jack LeGrau. I love your comments. I've seen you in my comments. You seem like a really sweet person. Thank you for always watching my videos. Alright, let's move on to day 8. You know what? I actually don't remember this as much.
That involves just 3 pieces of paper and maybe a pen.
Okay. So this was the day I wrote out my long-term sobriety goals, which basically implied that I would, one, my short term was be sober. My second term was buy a home studio. My long-term goal was to work for myself doing something creative. DC exclusive. Bro, be careful with all these. I want to do this and that. You just need to focus on getting sober right now. I only say this because there might be a time where you get depressed because you don't have all this stuff yet and it's challenging. This can cause a relapse. I totally know what you mean. So, yeah, you got to be careful. Don't have grandiose delusions. Alright, I had to pause for a second. Now we're at day 11. Let's see.
Yesterday, no, I didn't relapse. I was just so down.
Alright. So, look at this.
Here's another weird side effect. You probably had this too.
Spit.
It's my spit in my throat. It's very...
Jizzy.
There's no better way to... Jizzy. It's very, like... Sometimes I'll spit...
So, I remember around this time... I'm going to pull this off on my... I would hawk up this spit, and it was really dry. And this... Somebody even left a comment here. They said, the dopamine depletion is real on day 13. And I'll tell you what, it totally was, and it totally is. And I remember on day 21 I made a video, and I think I'm going to cut this into a 2-part video. I remember day 21 was a very hard day, because day 20 to 30, you really kind of don't have physical anymore, but the mental of just like waking up and like, you have no energy to do anything. was really hard. And it wasn't until around day 30, which I'm still lingering around the 30 to 40 day mark, I started to have good days at day 30. So that's good news. Anyway, this video is 25 minutes. I will do a part 2. I just really don't have the energy to make a whole hour video today. So I hope you guys like this video. This is me doing a complete overview on the first 40 days. If you guys are out there watching this trying to quit, let me tell you this. It really starts getting better at around the 1 month mark. Seriously, I'm starting to feel better every day, and I'm starting to sleep more. I don't have the physical jizzy spit or the chills. My body aches a little and I don't have that much energy, but it gets better all the time. So, thanks for watching.